She's a great partner for me. And she doesn't mind getting like a little dangerous.
You shouldn't touch anything that's iconic as that.
Congratulations. I love the movie. It's so ambitious. It's so big. It's so fun. Jessie, I'm going to start with you because if we're talking about ambition, you play 3 distinct personalities in the film and you look like you are having a blast. Is that an accurate assessment of your approach to this? How much fun you were having and while managing the challenge, I assume?
Oh, I was having the time of my life. I was being reinvigorated right in front of your eyes, truly. Like, truly, you know, to have this very intense, direct conversation with all these extraordinary different forces of women inside me and really be reborn because of that conversation and with so much pleasure and disobedience and love and revolution and sisterhood. I mean, it was delicious.
That's a great summary, Maggie, of, you know, what the ideas that you're playing with here, disobedience and sisterhood and, you know, agency. I love the scale of your ambition in this film and that you got to work with Jessie again. What makes her such a great muse to you, such a great partner in telling your stories?
I think partner is a better word. It's funny, muse, it's not untrue. It's just, I don't think muse has enough agency for how much you contributed to this piece of work. I think Jessie and I are interested in a lot of similar things. I mean, I think usually in my work, even as an actress, before I started directing, I was looking for what was on the edge of what I understood about myself, what I understood about the world, and that's the territory I wanted to work in. Because I think the really, really brilliant actors allow themselves to actually learn something on film. And you can't do that unless you're working at the edge of what you already know. So she's someone who's willing to do that and wants to do that, and I think gets kind of lit up by doing that. And so she's a great partner for me. And she doesn't mind getting like a little dangerous, a little radical. And she knows that I will hold her, as I will for all my actors. I've got them for real.
It was great seeing you dance again. You know, we saw you dancing in Newsies, and now we get to see you dancing.
Barely again. Yeah.
Was that fun, the choreography, working on
so much
Dance
fun.
Day?
I love dancing. I love it. Please don't judge me for any technical merit or whatever.
No, it was great.
I enjoy it a great deal. There's a lot of feeling behind my dancing, even if it doesn't look so great.
I loved it. I thought that sequence was you were having your Lady Gaga moment. I was happy for you, Christian Bale. I love the dance sequence. I talked to Christian Bale back, a throwback to the Newsies days. What was it like dancing with Christian and in that scene?
We had just, I mean, when you get to let go like that, properly raise the roof, and surrounded by all those incredible actors. I mean, it's such a rush. It's such an incredible rush of energy to feel the force of the revolution begin through your body.
Yes.
You know, these are people that are screaming to the heavens. The misfits are coming to life. And these 2 iconic misfits are the ones that are charging the way. And I think me and Christian are pretty naughty. If you give us a ceiling to crack, we'll probably crack it.
It's true.
Through you, he's a fanboy and a boyfriend. He has his favorite actor and he has his crush, his ultimate girl. What attracted you to wanting to play this character in this way?
It was the challenge of him being such an iconic role that you just shouldn't touch. You shouldn't touch anything that's iconic as that. But the fact that I could see a way of doing it in Maggie's script where there could be something original there, something that's really interesting, and I couldn't throw it away. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
It was your chemistry too with Jessie that was so compelling. There were many sort of like rom-com beats in there, you know, the meeting, the falling in love. However, there's also deeper themes like women's autonomy is
Yes.
an overarching idea in the movie. So talk to me about how Frankie's quest for companionship sometimes can conflict with woman's agency.
Yeah, absolutely. So he, you know, he initially has learned how to be a man from watching The Matinee Idol of Ronnie Reed, who's kind of a Fred Astaire character, because he just has no experience with anybody, with people at all, not just women, with anybody. Now, The Bride is coming from a different point of view as Ida, where she's had in many ways too much experience with men.
Yeah.
And so they're from opposing directions. Frank, by that standard, is really an innocent. And he's trying to imitate. There's nothing original about what he's doing. He is, however, a murderer, right? He is someone who is guilty of some of the worst crimes ever. But he did that when he was a complete man-child who had no idea what was happening in the world. He's since, you know, disappeared from the world. Learned a lot, learned English, etc. And he just wants somebody who he can sit and just look at quietly, who's just there with him, probably out in the woods on a log somewhere, wherever he is. And that's all he's looking for. And he gets way more than he bargained for. And as you
Yeah.
said, this is a woman who has a second chance, and as everybody would wish to have, and is not wasting any time whatsoever. She goes through a full life experience in kind of a week, you know, and
Yeah.
what that does to someone. It's complete sensory overload. It's full throttle living. She wants to love completely. She wants to protest. She wants to scream to the
Yeah.
heavens. She wants to just let all the misfits and the sort of unwashed and unwanted people know that they are accepted, and she creates this revolution just through her force of will. And Frank is just amazed at all of that, and he's not as quick as her. He can't quite keep up, but all he knows is he never wants to let go of her whatsoever. And so it's a take of a protest and for misfits, and it's a feminist take completely. And it's basically a story about not accepting people ever telling you who you are, that you create who you are.